Welcome to Blunt Force with Giazilla Rawrr
And Rawrr.
and Woody Remus, aka Demonius Funk, aka my real life partner. People believe it's Wade. You know that, Wade?
I know, it's weird.
They're like, your boyfriend Wade, blah blah blah. And I'm like, nah, he's just my hippie.
Right?
He's just some dude I know.
Yeah.
Damon's my man.
That's right.
Well, I could say that tonight because you're out digging holes for me, so get some props. We also have the ghost of someone hasn't been named yet, but we got a friendly ghost visitor.
Yeah.
So we might hear from the ghost, and we might not.
Our first ghost.
I know. Matt Connaughton has a ghost. The ghost of John McCain.
Right.
We've talked about that before. For all of you who have not listened to Matt Connaughton, you can find it at ipmnation.com/Matt Connaughton. He's the fellow that gave Wade and I this opportunity.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And he has a really good show. It's political and it's funny. He's middle of the road.
Yeah.
You know, he talks about the crazies on both sides.
Right. Lots of good stuff over there.
Yeah, he's got some good guests, too. Alrighty. So, I wanted to say that the Washington Post is asking for people who have chronic illness or pain to comment on the CDC guideline data that's been skewed.
Right.
And, you know, obviously harming millions of people. So if you'd like to leave a comment and read the comment that I wrote, just go over to the facebook.com/Giazilla show page and you'll find it there.
Yeah.
It's really good that they hear from us.
Somebody has to speak out, man.
Yeah, it's going to take all of us. I kind of went on a little bit of a rant in a public group the other day, and I normally don't do that. I was basically like, I hope I don't offend you, and I'm not trying to be rude, but as long as we just keep this on the internet in these groups,
Right.
we're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah, it's like everyone in that group knows already, so,
Right.
you know, it's just like
And
beating a dead horse, kinda, is mine.
right. And then the other problem is that when there are certain people who do stand up and stand out, there's a lot of bullying and attacking, and there's even been stalking and mail harassment and things like that, sending stuff to people in the mail. It's insane. Stop it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Damn, that is crazy.
You know what else is crazy?
What?
In the last couple of days, so Beth, who is featured in Writing for Ryan and is Georgia Ambassador for NORD, National Organization of Rare Disorders.
Right.
She also owns a website called Worldwide Syringomyelia and Chiari Task Force, which is an inspiring website full of information for people with rare disorders, specifically those two.
Right.
Her medically equipped ride was stolen out of a hospital parking lot the other day.
Damn.
And the surveillance video was not working. So,
Crazy.
and they went to the cops, and the cops were like, oh, we don't really look for things, basically. So, she posted this, and of course, I have access to viewers via multiple platforms that we have.
Right.
We have the Ganja Comics.
Yeah.
We have the Giazilla Show. We have Writing for Ryan. We have Ryan's Voice for Patient Safety Awareness that Kevin McGee has given me and Beth control over. Kevin McGee is Zona's husband.
Right.
He wanted us to have that, so we have it. So there's an audience out there, and Beth has done so much for our community. She's gone down on the Senate floor with her oxygen tank. She's won Rare Impact Awards.
Right.
And she's just an amazing, sweet. She's a friend to anyone who meets her.
Yeah, she is pretty amazing.
Yeah, I love her so much.
She does so much for so many people, you know?
She's part of the reason that Eric is on heart medication that's working for him. Because her diagnosis was delayed, and she talks about this openly. Her diagnosis was delayed, and it caused heart failure, and she's, in her early 40s, if even that. So anyways, I post this stuff in my own groups, and also in one other group that is mostly surrounding the opioid epidemic, the false opioid crisis.
Right.
And in my group, someone was like, oh, so you can share things for like one person and not for everybody? Like, how is this fair? And I'm just like, number one, it's my group, and I'll do what I want. And number two, no one told you couldn't post anything. Like, why are you tripping on it, man?
Right.
And then in another group, a person had the audacity to say something like, this is supposed to be opioid related only, and I don't see what this has to do with it. I just ignored it. I'm not going to respond to that.
What an asshole thing to say.
Just bizarre. Like, you don't need to say that. Scroll along, lunatic.
Right. Keep it moving. You know?
Fruit Loop.
Nothing to see here.
Just, yeah. So I ignored it, and then somebody else said that they lived about an hour away from Beth, and they recognized her from other groups. And so I wrote up a little blurb about how awesome she is, and how fucked up it is that somebody stole her vehicle.
Right.
That's unbelievable.
It was set up with extra ports for her oxygen tanks, a bed in the back for long hospital trips, and white sideboards so she could get into it,
Right.
among other things. It's unbelievable that, someone would steal that, and also that the cops wouldn't help. And then also you have internet weirdos, like, to say negative, unnecessary stuff.
Right. I mean, what kind of piece of shit do you have to be to go steal a vehicle? Well, just to go steal a vehicle for one, but
Yeah.
to steal one out of a handicap spot. Way
Right.
to go, man. Bravo. Really top-notch work there.
I know.
What the fuck?
It's insane.
You know that was seen that was medically equipped.
Yeah.
Eventually, you'd think that someone would be like, oh shit, I shouldn't have stolen from that person. But people are just fucking evil.
Right, I agree. What hospitals out there don't have security guards, and why aren't their cameras working? I guess her husband was in a meeting for 2 hours, between 11 and 1.
Wow.
Insane. So what I did is I went and I joined a bunch of groups in Atlanta. I joined some biker groups, some film groups. There's a lot of filming going on in Atlanta.
Right.
It's like the new Hollywood, really, as far as production goes.
Yeah.
And then I hit Georgia groups for rare disorders and weed growers groups. And
Right.
people have been very, very thoughtful and have shared the hell out of that post.
Nice.
People, strangers, who aren't even into the pain community stuff, that don't even know what's going on,
Right.
or the rare disorders. We're generous in sharing it, and and you have these Facebook naps. Why are you posting this here? The ones I love? The ones I was telling, this isn't an airport. You don't have to announce your departure.
Right.
Because they're like, I'm so unhappy with this group, and I'm leaving now, and blah. Well, just go, fool. I don't know.
Yeah, you feel like you have to get one last jab in before you take your leave. Just do it.
And then go and create another account and come back and spy anyway, because you're just weird. All these people with the multiple Facebook accounts
That's so strange to me.
crack me up. My friend, Susan, I'll just say Susan VG, who watches our lives,
Yeah.
and is a friend of Giazilla's show and writing for Ryan. Awesome lady. She made it funny today. She's in Facebook jail.
Oh.
And she said she got in an argument with someone on the internet, and I don't even know what the beef was, because I don't look at any of that kind of stuff, but I guess there was something going on, and this guy was trolling, and he was trashing people. So people started getting angry, like he was really getting under their skin.
Yeah.
And she said she was going to pray for him because he needed help, you know, he was touched or whatever.
Means Jesus.
Yes.
Right.
And he went and deleted all his posts and then flagged everybody else's posts and said people were bullying him. So she got thrown in Facebook jail, and she said, out of all the shit I've talked about 45, you know,
Right.
Trump, I don't freaking get put in Facebook jail, but I make one comment about God and they, you know, put me away.
Gee.
So what is Facebook jail? They just limit your access for a certain amount of time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the longest I've seen is like 3 months.
Really? Damn.
I wonder what that person did.
Jeez.
We have a friend of the show he finds himself consistently in Facebook jail.
I know. That guy is in there more. He's
Shout out to Papa Bear Roberts.
That's right. He's a lifer, man. He's doing live on the installment.
I love it. His recidivism rate is not good.
It's off the chart.
He posts the funniest stuff, though, man. He's
I
great.
know.
I love his stuff.
He's got a group, and I think it's friends who like unlawful humor or
Right.
something. You have to be approved to get into that group because there's been a lot of problems with people. This is another problem. They go into his group, and then they get offended by the stuff we post in there,
Right.
and then they flag us. Go away.
Yeah, just go away. Just there's all kinds of other shit you can go look at. Just do that.
Just bizarre. And because I wish it wasn't anonymous. I wish you could shame these people because it's not fair that they could just go on there and fuck with you anonymously.
You know, you know how these weird things pop up on Facebook from time to time. I had to reset my algorithm because I was only seeing posts from about 10 people. You know, those kinds of things. I got one time, and it took you step by step through how to go into your settings and see people that had reported your posts.
But that's not what that was. That was a rumor.
I went in there, and there was a bunch of people in there, and I blocked them all.
This is another case of Wade falling down the rabbit hole. It's supposedly people that have flagged you or that are spying on you.
Right.
And I can't right now remember exactly what it really is, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they've tagged you for something.
Well, then sorry guys, maybe I should unblock those 50 people.
Get into some potty humor right now and tell your little fart joke.
Oh. When I was in prison, I had a cellie. And he would come in the cell and fart.
And fart.
You know, and it's a small damn cell. It's, it's small. You don't need to be doing that in there. You just came in from outside, for fuck's sake. Do that shit out there, man. And, I had said something to him a couple of times, and I was telling my buddy about it. I was like, man, this motherfucker, we're going to have a talk,
Right.
So he comes in there, and my buddy's sitting in there, and we're watching TV or whatever. He comes in there and just busts ass, man. Rips a big old loud fart, And my buddy's like, hey, man, you don't mind if I ride that once you get it started, do you? He never did it again. It broke him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was the cure?
Shamed him.
God, my ex-husband was disgusting. He had this old 64 Chevy. It was a nice ride.
Yeah.
And it was still in working condition when we got together.
Yeah.
But, it's like 3 on the tree and bench seat.
Right.
And roll down windows, obviously.
Yeah.
And I would get in the middle between him and his friend Pat, and they would just, oh my God. It's a good thing I know how to close off my nose.
They just blow you out of there, huh?
Yeah, but I know how to close off my nose. But still, the idea of breathing it in haunts me to this day.
I'll bet.
One of those drug addicts that used to live in the garage in the place we used to live in. They were talking about how his girlfriend was saying how he'd grab her head and shove her under the blankets and his fart.
That's so gross.
Call the Dutch oven and hold the blanket closed.
Right. It's
That's
disgusting.
messed up, man.
Don't do that to people. Or when you get to hell, the devil's gonna do that to you repeatedly in the lake of fire.
It was just so juvenile. It just, I remember doing that when I was like 12 or something,
Yeah, I don't know why she
Your
would.
friends,
I mean, Vince did it a couple times. I wouldn't stay with someone who routinely tortured me that way.
Right. Seems odd. Yeah, don't.
What'd you do last night, Wade?
I had a cocktail or 5, 10.
Arr.
I made a video of it.
I pirated a little bit more than I wanted to. Really paying for that today.
Well, yeah,
Wade the pirate.
seriously, he fell 3 times.
My hip hurts.
Triple play.
Man.
I'm surprised your head isn't
Man
hurt.
out.
Man down.
Man down.
The first time you fell was in a planter that I thought was ceramic. Luckily, it was plastic, or you'd be dead.
Oh, man.
You'd be brain traumatized like me right now.
I'm going to have to get me a life alert bracelet for drunks.
Oh my. I wonder if you can market that separately.
I know, we should patent it, man.
Well, it already exists. But you could rebrand it and market it toward another, to drunks.
Right.
You could have a link to your phone where it had like a program that would give you excuses to your girlfriend or your husband. Or husband or wife
kind
or
of
whatever.
funny. Well, you can't say, help, I'm drunk and I've fallen and I can't get up.
Help me up, you son of a bitch.
What did you see Damon said that one time when he used to drink? Fell into the refrigerator.
Oh.
Are you going to help me up or what?
Yeah.
Last night you were not speaking in sentences.
Good.
You were just doing the things little kids do when they want to get picked up. You had your hand out. It was so pitiful.
I was reaching for stuff.
You were going like this. And it reminded me of when my son was little and he would go, tea, tea. Because he thought everything we drank was tea. And that's what you were like. You were like a toddler. And I looked at you and I said, I'm not even supposed to pick up 2 pounds. I can't get your big ass up off this ground.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
I used to do that for bananas, my mom told me one time. Banana.
Oh, really?
That was my first word, was banana.
Oh, that's cute. Do you like bananas? I never see you eat bananas.
I do like bananas, but I forget to buy them.
Random Thoughts by Woody Remus. That had nothing to do with the conversation at hand.
Well, no, because I used to reach like that for the banana. That's what was...
I know.
Related.
I have to put my disclaimers in. People have to know what's going on.
Oh, you know what? We're going to have to try. I saw this today. Speaking of bananas, I can't believe. Supposedly, if you wrap tinfoil around the thing where where they bunch together.
Smoke another one, baby.
Yeah. If you wrap a piece of tinfoil over that, it's supposed to keep them from ripening or getting spots.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we're gonna have to try it.
Well, maybe we can take off your hat and go put it around the...
I could spare a piece. It doesn't take much.
I like it when they're green.
Just check it out. Keeps the alien transmissions from penetrating the fruit as well.
Well, then, you know what? Maybe if you put it in the shape of a pyramid, you'll have the trifecta. The reason that it works in the first place, which we don't know, you'll have the tinfoil, and you'll have the triangle.
It's a pyramid, yeah.
Or pyramid.
Yeah.
See, it's so silly, I don't even know what it is.
I was going to say, Wade wouldn't have just a tinfoil hat. He would have a tinfoil pyramid hat.
Right.
It's an honest mistake.
It's a nice soft squeeze. I just like saying that word.
Oh, you know what?
And it might as well be an isosceles or a square or a circle or an eggplant emoji. Just stupid.
Have you on Facebook noticed that you can, the top commenter,
Yeah.
things like that?
Right.
Pyridine sent me one. That's the pyramid people.
You comment on there that much?
I've commented like twice. Shared that picture though. Remember I sent you the picture of the girl, that handsome couple that were defying the odds wearing those pyramids.
I can't believe you buy into that shit. I'm gonna get into some space stuff in a minute here, because there's a lot going on in the world.
There is.
It's spacey time.
It is spacey time.
We gotta figure out how we're gonna capitalize on this Area 51, Wade, because you know, I've got the numbers here.
Yeah, we broke this a couple weeks ago.
Right, after we stole it from Donut Operator.
Right.
We were the original poachers of the poacher.
Right. It was in the infancy of the movement.
Right.
I guess we'll call it a movement now.
You gotta give yourself credit where credit's due.
Yeah. Yeah, we got right on that.
Alright, so it's called Storm Area 51. They can't get us all or shoot us all or
I think it's shoot us all.
something like that. If you typed in Area 51 on Facebook, you would definitely find it.
Oh, yeah.
And if you haven't heard of it, then welcome back from your coma.
Right.
That's not even a funny joke considering all the friends I have.
When's this supposed to happen?
We will take back that thought from the universe right now. Alright, Damon wants to know when it's going to start. It's going to be Friday, September 20th, 2019. Details. We will all meet up at the Area 51 Alien Center Tourist Attraction and coordinate our entry. If we Naruto run, we can move faster than their bullets. Let's see them aliens. As of today, which is July 21st or 2nd, I don't know. I don't have to know these things.
Nah, it's whatever.
1.8 million are going. 1.4 million are interested, and this event page has gotten 208,000 shares to date. It's only been like a month, maybe, right?
Yeah, maybe a month, you know?
The ghost told us about the donut operator,
Right.
and then we went and looked, and then we told everybody else, and then the next thing you know.
We might be the reason this caught on.
I think it's you, Wade.
It could be. I mean, probably not.
I don't know. People can't stand me.
If this goes to court, it wasn't me. No, ma'am.
Well, you don't have control over what other people do just because you're reading an article.
Right. I just found it interesting, and I tell you, I wish those people would get behind something that mattered, you know?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, this is just stupid, and yeah, it is. It's very naive, and it's very stupid if people were to actually go out there. You're not going to find the base. The chances of you even finding the base are astronomical. It's not like you just drive down the road and there it is. It's deep.
It's 23. I think I was looking at a map because there's been several maps posted. I don't know how accurate this thing is, but
Right.
It's like 23 miles from the road.
Yeah.
Back to the shit, you know what I mean?
Right. Now, when we went out there, when I was younger, because everybody wants to go see it, once you start seeing the signs, like the get the fuck out of here signs,
Yeah.
you feel like you've been there. You're like, ooh, I went, you know? I
Right.
saw the ridge, and ooh. But the thing of the matter is, it's not there. That's like the outer layer. Yeah, the outer layer.
Right, it's like an onion. There are many layers, and we've only seen a little bit.
Good analogy.
And I get it that people want to, we all want to know
Yes.
if the aliens are real or not. But
this is stupid.
it just seems like we could do something good, man. Like knock out world hunger. Let's all get behind that. Let's all go to that.
there's no one to fight on that. You know what I mean? What are they gonna do? Go to the government and say feed the world?
Or give it a
This is violence, and right. I mean, we have all these social issues, obviously, that can be handled. But they're pissed off, they're complacent. Most people are struggling to make ends meet. They're tired of having our rights taken away and sitting there watching these, few people run the whole show.
Right.
I think it's rooted in that. I really do.
And it seems like just some bullshit, but all the damn, not that there are a bunch of motels out there, but they're all booked.
Oh, you can't get a room in Vegas.
I mean, damn.
The flights are filling up. The rooms are booked. The town that this is happening in, I can't remember the name of it, they're saying that they can't feed everybody, that people will have to bring their own provisions, so they might thirst to death. It's a desert. It doesn't matter what month it is, it's still going to be hot.
It's like some Woodstock
Or
shit.
really, really cold.
I wonder how much this will develop. I wonder since it's not till September, I wonder if the media will actually start posting warning signs. Do not go to Area 51.
They definitely will. We talked about this last week. The Air Force came out and said that they will protect their country and their assets. So,
yeah, they're not playing.
They're taking it pretty seriously. So what do you think, Damon? Do you think that if it's grown this much in a month, where 1 million are confirmed to go, and we're in July, so we have August, 2 more months, about exactly 2 months.
Right.
How are 3 million people even on this page? 3 million people. Those numbers are astronomical to me.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
I have to fight and exploit my animals and my friends and family to get a freaking thumbs up. And this guy's got 3 million people
I know. It's like
about ready to go kill themselves.
It's like you got to prostitute yourself to get 5 likes on something. And this guy.
Is that how we do it, Wade?
Well,
Are we going to do that on our live show? We have to do when people are mad at us.
we have to go down here to the store. I want to know what's in there so bad.
I know. Well, we have to do a show on that. Wade found the store. Tell them about the store.
I found a store down the street, and I have no idea what's in there. It's a functioning store. I know they have propane because there's a propane thing out front.
Blue Rhino?
It's a Blue Rhino thing.
Okay. Alright, I'm picturing this now.
Right. But there's nothing else. I mean, like the windows don't have a window display or
Are they
anything like that.
covered with anything?
It's just like that partially covered, but not like don't look in here covered, just like stuff. Like a piece of board or something up in the way there.
Are there bars on the door?
No, there's no bars. I'm thinking it might be a little market of some kind.
Okay.
Like a Hindu type market.
Or like one over there is called Punjab Market, so maybe it's like a grocery store too.
That's what I'm thinking.
That might be like an Indian
It's
area.
like PHOOB something, isn't it? That's what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you want to go in there, then I want to take cameras into what I saw last night. I didn't tell you about what I saw last night. When I was parked waiting for you to come out of the curse store. Yeah, we got off that subject too. We got to go back to that in a minute.
I think we've said enough about
I don't know.
that.
I think I have a few more things to say.
Oh.
It made me laugh so hard. Oh my gosh. Alright, anyways, when I was parked there was the liquor store, and then right next to that was like Asian beauty supply store. Or like massage or something, but it didn't have a door. And then the very next door to that was a bar, and it had a really tiny, narrow door. And then right next to that was like a computer repair guy, and then next to that was an Asian market. And the thing that was remarkable about it is the massage parlor, the bar, and whatever was like mentioned was on the other side of the bar.
Right.
the bar was the only one that had a door, and it didn't look like there was enough space for 3 businesses to be crammed into that section.
Wow.
So I wonder what's really going on back there.
I don't know. Maybe we ought to go hit that bar.
We gotta go into the bar and see if we can see secret pathways, or
See what's going on. Do some exploring.
if they have one of those walls with the fake books on it, you have to tap it
That'd be awesome.
to get to the other side.
If they have a bust, we have to lift the head up too. That's where they always hide the buttons.
In the head, the bus.
Yeah.
The bust. No doubt.
You watch too much Scooby-Doo.
Batman, baby.
Oh, Batman.
That's right. Remember that?
No.
They would. Adam West and Burt Ward. I'm the only one that watched Batman as
Well,
a kid.
I don't know. We do have a resident nerd here.
No, I watched it. I remember it. I know what he's talking about.
If you lift the head up,
He would, yeah.
he had a lot of gadgets and gizmos.
That's how you accessed the
The
bat
bat
pole.
Oh, and
And
stereo.
you would slide down the bat pole into the bat cave.
Wow, that's really sexual. Have you thought about it?
I am now.
The bat hole into the bat cave. This is why you men are all so devious.
Sounds like a bat good time to me.
Kapow.
That's right.
Shazam.
Bam.
Bam. What were some of the other words?
Kazow.
You know,
It's like made up words.
I heard kazow about 4:30 this morning when your ass was on the ground. I didn't finish telling the story.
Oh, that's that's pirate speak for man down. With the reaching.
What are you gonna call your help me? I've fallen and I can't get down. Jump.
I don't know. I'll have to come up with a good name for that.
All right, we'll work on it.
The drinking buddy.
Oh my god.
There you go.
With the presets for the excuses for the wives and the bosses.
Right.
Damon wants to invent like a Roomba that picks up dog crap in the yard, and I mean, I'm glad you didn't fall on any last night. He's been keeping up on the poo patrol.
Thank God. Because it could happen. You know, I've got that trick ankle.
Does that happen?
Yeah, I've got that trick ankle.
Because this morning you were blaming all the potholes.
There's that as well.
No, I fell in the pothole the other night.
I mean, it's dangerous out there. You've seen it yourself.
He filled it in,
You're a
though.
survivor.
I'm a pothole survivor.
That's right.
There's always got to be pot involved in my life in some way or another.
Some kind of way.
Well, you guys said it sounded like a twig snap,
For three little letters, that's a lot of
right?
pot.
Pot. The weed, the ganj, Mary Jane,
Reefers,
reefers, beakers.
jazz grass.
Funny lettuce.
Okay.
What the? Alright, so you were down and then you got up and one of your freaking chanclas was across the room, or across the yard, and you're sitting, you finally made your way back to the chair, and I'm looking for your shoe, and I see a bottle of rum, a pint laying there empty, Sailor Jerry's. Give us some coupons.
Yeah, we need some coupons. We need a free one. I need a do-over.
And all I hear is you go, fuck it! Oh, man.
Well, sometimes you just gotta say fuck it.
That's true. I deleted the video because it wasn't pretty.
It's not pretty. I had a death in the family, and
I thought you were talking about last night. I'm sorry.
well, I'm down to 8 lives now. That's for damn sure.
At least, I mean, yeah, maybe 5. I think you fell 3 times.
Well, that's goddamn.
I know.
You just pound your chest real hard. Came out of the death.
That's what happened. It felt like.
He gave himself
When
CPR.
I fell, it knocked the wind out of me, so there's that.
Olaf came and gave him CPR, I think.
He's a good dog.
Yeah, you did have a death in your family, and I know it was very troublesome for you, and you were having a hard time processing your emotions, and typically I would not encourage reckless drinking behaviors, but someone was a little sneaky about the quantity he told me he was purchasing. Maybe a little lie, one might even say.
I don't know that no.
I think I was a little lied by you last
No, I
night.
don't think anyone really specified amounts.
I think I'm going to call you out on this for your own betterment.
I didn't have a scale.
You left your food scale at home?
I did. I left my alcohol scale at the house, and so I had to eyeball it.
Well, you know, someone told me that he had $20
There's
and might not be able to purchase something that I wanted, and I was like, cool, that's fine. I'll just left my credit card in one of the other cars.
I did it though. We made that happen.
I know, that's serious how that happened.
I had another bill,
Oh!
and I thought it was a 1.
I think you're just trying to say that I owe you $60 and you're like kind of mad at me.
No,
I think that was kind of like passive aggressive.
it was not.
What a guy.
Still do the bait though.
I know, you sound like Darth Vader over there. I'm wondering how that's going to sound on the podcast. Alright, so we got all these buffoons going to 51. I don't want to belabor that. We've talked a lot about that, but I just think that 3 million people.
It is a damn large movement, and it's growing every day.
They're obviously pissed off and they want a reason to do something. They know logically they're not going over there to freaking get aliens or clap aliens' butt cheeks.
Right, and I guess that's the goal.
I don't even understand it, but some guy said, I have to work and I can't go, so I guess I'm going to have to clap my wife's butt cheeks. And I commented, paint her green and get at it.
I just wonder
Got some likes on that one.
I just wonder if they're actually going to get to the point where the government actually posts on media, like, you will be shot if you enter this area, or, if, if it'll escalate to that point in the amount of time that you have until it's scheduled, Because it seems like it's getting pretty serious, The government already put out warnings. People obviously aren't taking it seriously if its numbers are still climbing.
Right, well, people aren't taking out the government warning seriously, and they're also not considering that this is like a freaking 2-lane road leading out there. I mean, it's going to be like Woodstock. It's just going to be a mass of, overheated, stalled vehicles.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So, why don't somebody just organize a music festival out there and just have a peaceful music festival in the desert?
If somebody wants to pick me up, I'll bring a guitar.
Right.
Yeah.
The memes are great, though.
Yeah, it's gold in there, man. It's so much gold in there.
The only reason why I clicked interested and then I joined the group and the Instagram is the memes. The people are ridiculous.
Yeah, it's fun. It's great.
I think that's part of it. I think that it's bringing people together in this camaraderie for one purpose, even though the purpose is ridiculous. It's making people feel connected in some ways.
It is. And that kid's, 17 or something? He's a kid,
He's internet famous now. I mean, the government can't really hold him responsible for saying some silly thing and then having a bunch of people, attach themselves to it. Can they?
Maybe. Probably legally they can.
But what a jury? There's no jury. I mean, they would nullify that. Could they get him for, treason against the government?
Maybe treason against the government, inciting a riot on a government facility, maybe.
Organizing stuffs.
Right.
I hope not. I hope nobody really goes. Come on, you guys. Come on, don't do that. Like Wade said earlier, come up with something better to fight against. Alright, so what we were doing that started this show, the Rabbit Hole Show, is Wade has a tendency to just get on the internet and go places that no man has gone before.
Well, there's stuff out there, Gia. There's all kinds of interesting stuff.
In the night.
In the night. That's when it happens.
I know.
In the wee hours.
The only thing you were doing in the wee hours last night was making drunken phone calls. Did you ever figure out who you called?
I did, and I
talked to her.
I talked to her today, and we're engaged, evidently. No. No, I just told her, I said, look, took that death a little hard, and I'm sorry. And she was like, hey, I was like, I owe you one. And she was like, hey, that's what friends are for.
That's cool.
You know.
Yeah, because you were ridiculous.
I'm sure.
Completely unreasonable.
I was,
Except I did break through to you. I got into your hindbrain.
Did you?
Which is very rare to be able to do with people who are that blacked out drunk.
What did I say?
You were being hella loud out here.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, you need to be quiet. You're going to wake up Damon. And you're like, oh, I don't give a fuck. Or some shit like that. And I was like, you can't be rude. And then you're all, I can. And I was like, you're not that kind of person. You're not a rude person.
Oh my god, I kind of remember this.
You must, because they connected with you, and you got contemplative look on your face.
I was thinking it over, man.
Yeah, I got in there.
Well done.
I know. So we always talk about just because you drink or use substances, it doesn't mean you have to be an a-hole. Right?
Right.
No, you were alright last night. I'm glad you said that you feel better about things today.
I do, strangely enough, I feel like I let it go,
Really?
Yeah.
Kind of like
It was almost like a mushroom trip.
Yeah, like a psychedelic reset.
Yeah, kind of like that.
See, I don't drink when I'm sad.
I just needed to get it out of me, I guess,
I guess. We all have our ways of coping with stuff. Not that I condone drinking as a way of escaping your troubles. But maybe you processed them and got rid of them.
Yeah, I just, I don't know.
I wanted to say earlier that it's important for people, because I filled out the comments for the Washington Post, and it's very stressful, and you're reading all the stuff that all these people go through, and it dawned on me that people walk around a lot saying, I'm in pain, I'm in pain, I'm in pain. And what we really need to be saying is that there is not one day that goes by where I feel good.
Right.
There are days where I don't feel horribly crappy and suicidal, but I never feel good.
Right.
And it's very stressful on the body, especially when, I have these deep knots and stuff inside of me. So I just wanted to say to people, take 20 minutes of your day to yourself. Relax.
Right.
Meditate. If you can afford a massage, go get one. If you can't, see if your partner. It doesn't have to be deep pressure, but just something soothing to your body, because we're always like, 10 steps.
Right.
That was just a thought. Take care of yourself, because pain freaking sucks ass. Alright, down the rabbit hole, we got about 15 minutes. And I came across this Project 19, or this page, stufftheydon'twantyouto know.com. It says Project 1794, a real life flying saucer. July 5th, 2019. Flying saucers are perhaps the most iconic genre of UFO. Since the 1940s, they've become the mainstay vehicles for extraterrestrials in all sorts of fictional stories. But according to declassified files, the U.S. government was intensely interested in building some flying saucers of its own. So how far did they get? What do you think?
I think we have them.
We have rockets.
Yeah. I mean, we have rockets that can land now and stuff. You know what I mean?
We have drone
it's
technology.
Amazing that we can do that now. So, and I feel like they're probably 50 years or so ahead of what they're letting us know about.
Do you really believe that they're communicating with other alien life forms?
Maybe. I mean, that Canadian Minister of Defense or what some high up guy in Canada basically came right out and said it at one of their meetings.
Is he a lunar, though?
That we're in contact with them and shit. I mean,
Yeah, well, we've already talked about, why they would keep that a secret from us, so
Certainly.
I don't want to go down that road, but I don't know. I wish the mothership would come and take my ass away sometimes.
I mean, let's just do it. Whatever it's going to be, man.
Why don't they just tell the government they're not going to listen to them and that they're going to contact us anyway?
Right.
Is there a deal?
I think that they definitely stole technology from aliens, like stealth technology, stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah,
Do you think aliens built the pyramids?
Saying that original crash in the 60s, like, spurred stealth technology or something like that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you think they built the pyramids?
Who, aliens?
Yeah.
There's a lot of evidence on that one show, man. Seems pretty...
Ancient aliens?
Yeah, and the way that it lines up with the stars and stuff is pretty interesting.
The ghost is sitting in the corner, vigorously shaking his head in disbelief. Yeah, I don't know. Wade gets into that, too. I think y'all nuts.
Some of it goes far to left field, and you're like, oh yeah, that's bullshit. But some of it, you're like, well, how could that be the way that the evidence is... A lot of the evidence that they show is, like, really interesting. So,
because they just make it up.
That, you know?
Until it's on Mythbusters and it's proven or disproven in front of my own eyes. I don't know. Is there a red market in China? Are they executing people to harvest their organs? Until the day we're able to manufacture affordable, reliable organs from scratch, like they're making banana bread.
Just making bread. Cookies.
Tinfoil banana bread. Organ transplants will remain the only hope for millions of sick and dying people across the planet. For this reason, organs have been a big business for decades, and not all aspects of the business are legal. For years, rumors have been brewing about the organ trade in China. Why is the waiting time for a transplant so low? Why are all these organs actually, or where are they coming from? The answer may terrify you. I'm not going to even read what they have to say about it. I want to hear your thoughts. Earlier when I read it, the ghost said that he believes it's because there are just more people there. Which is logic. But wait, you don't like logic, do you?
It's aliens, Gia. I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's aliens. No, I think...
China's a communist country. Anything could be going on over there.
Anything could be going on over there. You know, who knows what those people are doing.
Don't say those people like that.
Well, those communists.
You know what's funny though is I know like you use that term a lot, and I know in the context that you mean it, but sometimes it makes me a little nervous when we're discussing race and you say those people. I'm like,
oh
no,
no, I don't mean
that's not what he means.
No, I don't mean it like that at all.
But you know, you got that accent, and
right,
people might get confused.
Damn it.
Wade Hall is a lover of all people of all races and ethnicities across this great world of ours.
I approve this message.
Including aliens.
That's right.
Would you date an alien?
I'd clap some alien cheeks.
Oh my god, the ghost is having a hard time containing his laughter.
For humanity.
For humanity.
I'd do it for all humankind.
Yeah, the green chick on Star Trek was hot.
You know what? That's so funny you said that, because when the internet first came out, I met this guy on there, and his name was Boba Fett. And I'm like, what's a Boba Fett? And he was like, some Star Trips thing. And then he was telling me he was all attracted to the green aliens. I didn't even know what he was talking about, or the green women. So I went and I looked it up, and I saw them, and I sent him like a picture of it. And then like he never talked to me again. Was he embarrassed that he divulged that?
I remember one Halloween, there was this guy that went as Boba Fettish. He had a Boba Fett helmet.
Right.
And he wore like leather straps.
That's great.
It was pretty funny.
Well, Wade and I were talking about what, in my story that I'm writing, what we're going to call our drag queen characters.
Right.
We came up with a funny name.
Yeah.
Felony and Progress.
Yeah, that's great.
Don't steal that like Netflix stole my Dead to Me script. Don't do it. I am not actually accusing Netflix of stealing anything from me. People just suspect that might have happened. Well, not Netflix. Somebody.
We've
All
heard
right.
it from several different people that,
Yeah.
hey, isn't that your...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Whatever. I'm not going to be bitter. I have more important things to do, like write the post about this opioid bullshit. All right. So, do you think they're doing it?
You know, I wouldn't put it past them.
But how many? Like, if you're sick with kidney stuff, how many people? What kind of a market are we talking about? Because you know they're not selling them for like $19.99 a pound or something.
Oh,
We're talking
maybe.
like $5-10 grand.
Oh, I'd think probably a liver or a kidney would go for 100 grand.
How many people have that kind of money? How big of a market? You know, because it's supply and demand. The demand's there, but you're not going to get any money if your profit margins are ridiculously high.
Right.
How much does it cost to kill someone and take their organ out?
I don't know.
Has anybody done the economics on this?
Depends on who you hire to do it. Now, I know a guy that for $100 bill and a gram, some good dope, he'll do just about anything you want.
That's sad.
What I wonder about organs is they have like mechanical hearts, right? How come
Yeah.
they haven't gone to the technology to make mechanical other organs like livers, or they just can't do that with technology yet?
Well, I
Or
think
nobody's tried, or what?
They're growing organs.
Yeah, I saw something where they had a mouse with an ear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing that too.
You know?
That was
Yeah.
years ago too.
So they're figuring it out in the laboratory. So I'm going to say no on this one. I'm going to say conspiracy on that. I don't think that the Chinese people are stealing any more organs than we are. Alright, now we've talked in the past about our synchronicities,
Yeah.
and some of us have assumed that it could be Google listening in. Now they're saying that there are eye tracking in advertising. So, ads are ubiquitous on the internet, and even if you use an ad blocker or two, you're bound to see a few things slip through. Luckily, those ads don't really give advertisers any new information about you unless you interact with them, right? No, not so fast. Eye tracking technology can glean an enormous amount about your attention, as well as your reactions to a given image or piece of language just by watching how you watch. So, I guess they're probably talking about pupil dilation
Right.
to see if, your reward centers are being activated or not.
It makes me want to start covering, and I'm probably going to do this, the camera on my tablet.
My children have their cameras duct taped. We can't really do that since we live stream from a laptop right now.
Right.
But we are setting up the new whole live stream system with the help of Ricky, who is back.
Oh, nice.
His Facebook account was hacked.
Hmm.
We were concerned about it. I was tripping. He's all, well, you have my phone number. You don't think about calling anybody anymore.
Right.
Like, I can't get you on Messenger, then you're just gone.
Dead to me.
No. My God.
Oh,
Wade Hall's thoughts are his own opinions. Ricky,
I'm nursing a hell of a hangover, Ricky. Sorry.
don't abandon me with your technological expertise because of this moron over here. Alright, here's the good one coming out of Florida. It was interesting how we looked at the admin earlier who got busted or did some nefarious stuff. And they had that Vince guy from ShamWow. He beat up a hooker
Right.
after she bit his tongue. And they were in Florida.
That's a wild time, man.
That's like Mark Alpert. Remember him?
I do remember that.
That sportscaster?
He was a
just
groper.
fighting chicks.
Yeah.
He got convicted because they were able to match his bite mark to one of his victims. Do you know how much pressure it would take to get that type of a bite mark in you? What a
lot.
sicko. I don't like being bitten anyway. I just don't like, ugh.
It's twisted a little bit.
I mean, it's pinchy, and I already fucking hurt.
Right.
You know, I don't know. I don't get the whole fucking biting thing. But yeah, that's what he was doing. And then, of course, Billy Mays, hype man extraordinaire,
Yeah.
died of a cocaine overdose.
Shocker there.
Right? He was so energetic.
That guy was just permanently on one.
No, it explains it.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be a bit surprised to find out that he was coked out during every one of those commercials, you know?
Right, of course.
Yeah.
Sadly, he died. They found opiates, other medications, alcohol, and cocaine in the system. But sadly, when he died, he was completely sober, they say.
Wow. What a waste.
I know. I mean, be aware of it. That's awful.
I didn't even go out partying. It sucks.
Don't do drugs, kids. All right, we got 2 minutes. The reason why I brought that up is because both of those people were in Florida. And right in here, I have the Wendover bog bodies. In 1982, in Tootsville, Florida, construction worker Steve Vanderpat happened across the skull amid the muck and debris of the job site. And this was only the beginning of the mystery. Steve had accidentally uncovered one of the oldest grave sites in the United States, proof of an ancient, mysterious culture that existed more than 7,000 years ago. It makes me laugh every time I read it. And it wants us to join them as they dive into the story of it. But do you believe that there were people in America 7,000 years ago, Wade?
I don't know. I'd have to look at some science on that. But maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
You think the history books are just lying to us?
Maybe so.
They lied about a lot of stuff.
Well, they used to think that people came over that bridge in the Antarctic. I forget what it's called.
The Siberian Land Bridge?
Yeah, that one. But they found new evidence, I think. I was reading a while back that there might have been indigenous people here back then, too. Like, one evidence is of dog breeds. I figured out that there's dog breeds that are from this side, and they didn't cross over the land bridge like they thought before.
Really? But couldn't they be bred from other breeds? You know what I'm saying?
It has something to do with their genetic origin.
We'll have to look into that for a further show.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah, the other ones are silly, but I want to see what evidence they have on that one. I'll go down that rabbit hole of conspiracy on that one.
Oh, yeah.
Because if they found the bodies, and it has to be documented, right?
You would think.
Right. As with everything else, show me the proof.
Right.
I mean, you can expect weird stuff like that to happen in Florida, because, if the United States was to have a dick, it would be Florida. Have you ever looked at a map?
Oh my god.
It's true.
Why are you guys obsessed with penises?
I'm just saying. I mean, if you look at the map.
Peni. Wade told me the other day, have you ever noticed that the Amazon logo looks like the underside of a penis? I'm like, no. The ghost is making faces of disbelief in the corner over there. You're shocking the ghost with your stupidity, Wade.
Someone else brought that to my attention, and now every time I see that damn logo, I can't shake it.
You can't
It's
stop.
subconsciously phallic.
He can't stop but remember the times that he's twisted his over to look on the underside and make sure that the spots are gone.
Right.
Right. Alright, you guys, on that note, we're freaking out of here.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Alright, say goodbye to the ghost. Woo! I smoked way too much weed.